How is everyone doing? How's it going? Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. Um, Tonight we have some wonderful, beautiful, talented, um, kick-ass ladies going to be on this live tonight, and um, and I'm glad you guys come to show some love. And we're going to talk about what it's like being a woman and a woman of color in this gun game. So give me a second, and I have a few people backstage. Give me a second, right quick. Give me a second. Give me a quick second. I got to put more lighting in here. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm coming. Oh, turn the light off. Okay. I am back. Back to the camera. Okay, I'm back. Hey, what's up? Big Easy, Shanna, um, Jovan Q. I hope I said that right. That's in the chat. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button and share button. Well, mostly the like, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring in one of my guests that's already waiting backstage, and I'm gonna do the drum. Here's Carbon Q.
Hello, babe. How are you? Hi,
How
everybody.
you doing, sister?
Good. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm doing great.
So am I. Hi, everybody in the chat. You look beautiful.
Well, thank you. So do
You're
you.
welcome. Hi, everybody in the chat. Jova, something by Sophia, Big Easy, Shanna. How are you? My partner in crime, Jason Ewing.
Oh, Jason in, and
Yeah.
I got another one waiting.
Okay.
Beat the drum for her. Lady Wick.
Hi everyone.
How are
How's it
you?
going?
Yes, I'm good. How are you ladies?
I'm good. Pisces season
Yes, my
How are
birthday is next month. Pisces gang.
in the house.
So your birthday is next month.
Yep.
Okay, you gonna party?
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You gotta enjoy life. It's getting crazy. Enjoy
Yeah,
it if you can.
yeah. You better be strapped.
Oh,
That's one thing
oh,
you.
of course.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just so tired right now.
Are you? Oh my gosh.
Like
You're
you
running
tired. So
Huh?
did you go shooting today?
No, I'm still tired and sore from yesterday.
Oh yeah. You was doing a workout.
Yeah. That video I posted today was from
Look,
yesterday.
when I grow up, I want to be like you.
I
I
love it.
didn't have to get in straight. Oh my goodness.
I could have passed out. Man, you was on the ground shooting.
Hi, Triple X. The
That's
parent.
that what they call it? I'm gonna play this song. Dun, 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 dun. Who is that? Dun, dun, dun. What show is that? Dun, dun, dun,
Um,
dun.
Mm.
Dang it. Do anybody in chat know? What's
Mission
up, Pimpin'?
Impossible. What's
I
that
can't
Mission
even see
Impossible?
the chat. Why I can't see?
Isn't that Mission Impossible?
Mission
Yeah.
Impossible, yeah. She was doing some
It
Mission
took me a
Impossible
minute.
stuff on him.
Out there
And
being a
we
whole
have
spy,
one
right?
more person, Lady Wick. I mean, not Lady Wick. Gun Girls. Waiting on
G.I.
her.
Wick.
Hi everyone in the chat. I can't see the chat, so I don't know.
You
What's
don't? You can't?
Hi,
Mm-mm.
Cherokee Survival. How are you?
I don't know what's going on.
The
You on
pan.
your phone or your laptop?
Oh, my laptop, but never mind. Figured it out. User error.
Okay, now you see it.
Is in the
See, I'm tired.
What's up, Cherokee Survival?
Yep.
Is in the house. I'm gonna give maybe about 2 more minutes and see where or do I need to text her? Say, where you at, girl? Where you at? Look, I thought I was gonna be running late because I was like, people called me from the job with some issues, and I was like, Lord, I look, I'll talk to y'all later I get off this live. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get her. I hope she don't do what Black Rambo did. Well, it was my fault though.
Uh-oh.
He thought it was Central.
Oh, okay.
No, you had Eastern time on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Over here on the East Coast. Who phone was that? Oh, that was my phone.
I'll be right back. Come on. What's that?
I text her. So what you been up to, Lady Wick, other than training a lot?
Training and working. That's
Um,
about it. And trying to I've been reaching out to the companies I met up with at SHOT Show.
Nice.
Trying to see how that go. Soon I should be getting a lot of stuff.
How'd you like Sasha?
It was okay. It was very overwhelming. This is my first. It was my first experience, and it was a lot going on.
I could
It was
imagine.
just so much, and I never even heard of like 90% of the vendors that was out there. I was like, "Who is this? What do they do like that?" Like it was a lot. It was a lot, but I'll be better prepared for it next year.
There it is. There it is.
I know what to expect now.
because sometimes that's what you have to do. You go with like deers in headlight, and then you take all the information you have. And then next time you know better, because a lot of times it's hard to be prepared the first time.
Right. Hi,
Hello,
Erica.
Erica.
Hi, Hatab. Hi, Erica.
Hey y'all.
And it's good. It's good to see more faces, especially female faces coming out. Sets precedence for younger ones to come through that they can do that too.
I've been wanting to do this live like this for a long time. Remember Carbon Q? I had told you.
Yes, for a very long time. I remember when you first talked about it. Yes, I do.
And you was like, do it. And I was like, oh God, I don't know how to do it or how to go about it. And I just, it's happening.
Yep. Look, it's happening exactly when it's supposed to happen. So,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, you birth ideas. You just got to work on them a little bit before they come through. So that's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so happy. But y'all inspire me, even though you guys don't know you inspire me. Especially you, Lady Wick, with that.
That's what to say. Lady Wick.
And I can remember the first time when I got on live on our GG page, and remember I told you, Carbon Q, I was like, oh, I want to be a part of the gun community, and you say you are. I said I am.
Of course.
So you did encourage me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. It's a very welcoming community.
Both of y'all.
Yeah.
You've been missing.
Our DG has created a space for a lot of people to come through, a lot of people to meet them. So, salute to him for that. And because of his channel, a lot of people have come forward and started their own channels and started to do things. So, definitely shout out to him for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
PG.
Yep.
I seen what's the name? I could see her in my eye in my head. The hog lady was.
Oh, Yoki.
Yeah. I had when I first seen her, and I already had this channel, but it was for fashion,
Mhm.
the formal part, and I already got another channel for no, yeah, I got a lot of channels. That's all I'm saying. But and then I was like, I'm just gonna turn this into a gun page. And that's what I did. And then I started researching and researching. Then I read up, on RGG channel and some other channels. And yeah. But anyway, we here. So I guess we can go ahead on, and I guess she'll pop in eventually. She didn't text me back yet. Unless I don't know. She didn't text back yet. So let's talk about this is Black History Month, and I did want to do something, with the women of color, because I know sometimes we get a more of a harder time, when it comes to getting into a male dominated field and then being of color. Because I know when I first started, when I first went to a gun store, uh, they were like, "Well, what are you doing here?" Basically, and it was a little bit of fear too when intimidation, I would say, when I first walked in. And the only thing that I knew to say that I wanted was a shotgun. And then I went again and again, and then they was like talking to me like I didn't do my research on some things and stuff like that. But that's what I want this the first topic to be about is your first experience when what was your experience, and I guess why I would say in a negative way when you first started wanted to become um a carrier. Okay,
Okay.
Carter, you.
I don't think I can say that I had a negative experience with anybody. I think the closest thing I can call a negative experience was I did go to a gun store and I was looking at a few handguns and he didn't think that I can handle it. So when he handed it to me and I racked it back and he was like, "Oh, I didn't think you could rack that back." He goes, "I'm so sorry," and his demeanor completely changed. But that was like the only thing that I could say that I experienced negatively. As far as anything else, I think when you look in and I think it's just a male dominated
Feel.
field. So when women come in, they probably tend to think that you're not aware of what's going on, not knowing that there's a lot of women that serve in the military, have fathers that taught them or brothers, and now they're just exercising their two-way right to go get their own firearm and have that in their household. So I think the men are learning. I think for the most part they're very open. They're very willing to help you if
Mhm.
you ask. They embrace us a great deal. I do believe like a lot of men are enjoying seeing their wives get involved. Shout out to Erica and my fly family and her husband, Yoki and her husband, Red Phoenix and her husband. There's so many people inside here that our couples, Jay the Shooter and his wife. Um, there's so many people. Like when you really sit down and take in what's going on right now within the last 2 to 3 years
Mhm.
in our community, that it's a beautiful thing. You're gonna run into people that may not, you know, feel that you should have it, but those are probably wait. Those are probably older people from a different time where they felt people of color shouldn't be handling firearms. So the more we get out there and the more we share our experiences, it changes the narrative. Be right back.
Okay. What about you, Lady Wit?
For me, I feel like all my negativity came from YouTube. Not for as far as going to a gun store or the range. Because first off, I already knew what time it was going to be if I would have walked into a gun range or a gun store by myself. So I always went with a man, either my brother, my homie, one of my homies. So I was like, hey, just think. But my thing was, I didn't want them to like overcharge me for something, thinking that I don't know what like the price of this Glock should be. Like, basically they probably thought I didn't do any research, so they was just gonna overcharge me for something that they shouldn't. So that's why I was like, I was always just like, hey bro, or hey such and such, can you just go to the gun range with me or the gun store? But as far as like going into the gun range, it was just weird. Because everybody just stare at you. Like, why are you here? Like, what you about to do? Like we just trying to be cute. You don't know what you're doing. It was just like a lot of eyes just like
Yeah.
staring. And
Yeah.
then on YouTube, that's when people become more vocal,
Yeah.
behind the keyboards, going to talk like, oh, you just trying to be a gun bunny, or, you need to be in the kitchen cooking and cleaning, like stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so annoying.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, people respect me more and they see that I'm serious. So I don't really have nobody really coming at me sideways.
Yeah, that was my experience. Even with going to the range. I was asked, "Can you shoot that?" When because they ask you what you have, and I was like, I have a AR and I have my pistol, right? And then they was like, well, you done shot it before? I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I would go in there and shoot, and I have them standing in the window watching.
Mm.
Yeah. So that was my experience. But we have gun girls in
Mhm.
the building, and I got to give her a
Yes,
drum roll
you
too.
did.
Here's gun girls from
Yay! Oh, she got a lot
Apologize. I
Sorry.
want to apologize
back.
first before anything for being late. I want to apologize to everybody.
It's okay.
going
You came in at the right time because the question is going to be asked to you now.
on.
So the question is, did you have any, when you first got into the gun game, did you ever have any negative experience?
I would say the most negative experiences that I've had have been the men estimating me.
The who?
The what?
The men underestimating me.
Oh,
That's what.
Or thinking that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm questioning everything that I'm doing.
mhm.
I would say that is the most, I would say, negative so far. Other than that, it's been amazing.
I think we probably had the same experience.
Mhm.
They know what they want. They know not to question us now.
I think it's an adjustment for them too, because women, I don't think, frequent it so much as they do now.
Yeah.
And it's,
You
Yeah.
just gotta go in there with confidence. You gotta, even if you don't know what you're doing, that's your first time, still go in there like you know what you're doing, like you've been there before.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, that is one thing you should do. But and I guess it's kind of easy said than done too, because if you have someone that's really don't like, gangster in them, like, yeah, you ain't gonna tell me. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And a little intimidated, even though I had been shooting for a while, and I would go into the gun store. It was still that kind of intimidation, even though I knew. But
Yeah.
now they know me. I'm like, oh, come again. What gun you buying now?
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
took me a minute to get over that. So for the ones that can't really, find that confidence right away, what advice would you give them?
Go with
Okay, carbon
someone.
cue.
Go with someone if you're not confident to do it on your own. Go with somebody that you feel comfortable and safe with, if that's the case, and has knowledge of firearms. So if you're not comfortable asking the people at the range, you have a instructor or a person that knows how to shoot, guiding you through it until you get your bearings, and then you go ahead and start doing it on your own. I mean, at some point you're going to be alone, so you have to do it on your own. But first going into it, and if you're a little scared, yeah, take a buddy with you.
Yeah, I would say the same, but most importantly, just do your research before you go. Just do
Yeah.
your research. If you know you're going in there for a certain gun, do your research on that gun.
Mhm. Prices and
Know,
everything.
yeah, know what questions to ask.
Hmm.
And the reason why I asked that question, because when I first started, I went by myself. I didn't have anyone to go with me. So that's why I was like, I kind of know how it feels to be in like mm, I would say a deer in headlights going in and like, oh, I'm blinded. I can't see. What am I doing? And all I knew, I wanted a weapon. And I let this guy tell me this guy's buying this gun. It was a Taurus CG, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The Taurus CG,
Yeah.
GC. It was a Taurus. And, he told me that you should get that, and I ended up buying a gun. And so I went on and took the concealed carry class, And that was the guy that helped me with the second and the third, yeah, weapon that I had purchased. So, but it is good to. I think it they should. This is my opinion that if you don't know what to do and you want to learn or buy a weapon, I would suggest to find someone that doing a class that will teach you, and you can use their weapons and then figure out what weapon fits you. That would be my opinion.
Yeah, I think the ranges allow that. They have guns there that you can try out. I'm sorry, girl.
No, I would say, well, my support person was going with my husband, and he knew a little bit more than I. I will also say it's like for me, it was like when a woman goes to buy a car. That's what it kind of felt like. It's like they, it's like they kind of deter you or look at you funny, but with someone, and I started renting some before renting them, go to the range and rent them and try trying myself, and then like you guys said, do the research and started asking questions, and then going from there on what I decided I would want to purchase.
Okay. So, so do you, of course, like we answered the questions about how it is when you first buying. So now that you got your feet wet, um, anyone in the building is instructor yet?
No, I'm definitely going to become an instructor this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's one of my goals too.
I'm
I
not
think I
one.
start the class in June.
Mm-hmm.
So barbecue. So what you got going on? What you
Um,
have anything coming up? Yeah.
I'm just taking some classes in different things.
Hmm.
Well, I'm into prepping. I absolutely love guns. I think guns are part of life. Every household should have one. Everyone should be trained
Amen.
to know how to shoot, not just the male, female, and if your children are adult. Well, let me see. Can't even say adult enough. They're mature enough to understand rules, regulations, and you sit with your children and you have good conversations. And like Gun Girl ATL, she had like a whole plan of action if something happens. She trains with her kids as well as Eric and my fly family. Like those are the two that I see training with their children. I think that's something that we should do, and that's what I want to. I also want to get into the firearm instruction part, but before I can do that, I need instruction myself. I have, but it has changed, so I need to upgrade that.
So I know you the preppers of the preppers.
I love
So
it. Yes.
being a prepper of the preppers, is there a limit on prepping?
No, prepping is, you can never finish prepping because anything can happen. You could prep for days, everything in your house, and then you have to leave your house. You can't take everything, so you still need a skill set behind you to work with nature to make certain things happen. You understand? It's just in case, like car insurance or having a code on your phone so somebody can't get in. It's just in case if something happens that you can secure yourself and your family. If we get locked down, do you have enough food in your house? If the water gets shut down, look at Ohio. Those people had to evacuate out of their homes at the drop of a dime. Did they have time to grab everything? Nope. I mean, it's a whole plan of action with that. It's a secondary location. It's the route to that secondary location, being able to survive in weather that may not be that great. Your
Hmm.
there's so much behind prepping. Just being self sufficient is hard because we're dependent on so many things. We're dependent on our phones. You know, these computers to do everything. You look in your house, you're like, Alexa, turn on the light. Like you can't go like that, right?
Yeah.
We're just conditioned to do certain things. Yes, it's a convenience, it's a luxury, but when stuff grid goes down and there's no electricity, you have to go back to those basics. And hopefully the generations that are coming up who are raised on social media, computers, phones, and things like that, they can survive. Can they? Somebody got to teach you.
So how many
My prepping game.
what
Yes, ma'am. I'm happy to hear that.
what you call that it's the name for it.
What's that?
Your bags.
Oh, the a bug out bag, gold bag,
Bug out.
EDC.
Bug out bag. So how many bug out bags do you suggest a person should have?
It depends on your household. For me, it's just me in this house. I have a bug out bag for myself. I do have a smaller extra one just in case somebody's along the way. That's usually my, if I need to trade for something type bag. But
Mhm.
other than that, you should look at your family. Everyone in your family should have a bug out bag, including your pets. Some
Oh,
people have big dogs. I got a little one, so you got a little bag. But majority of his stuff I'll be carrying because he's too old to carry anything. But
Bug
yeah.
out bag.
I didn't even think of that. So do you have a bug out bag, gun girls?
I do not have a bug out bag.
Cool.
I don't. I don't. I need one. I know I need.
That's why I said I gotta tighten up.
I don't have one, but I have been looking and
Mhm.
getting I'm getting myself together. I have a majority of a lot of things that I know can go in a bug out bag, but I know I'm missing a lot too.
Yeah.
So Carl, be hearing from me.
Okay. I'll be back. I know I've taken a little time off from YouTube. I have to take care of my mom and things like that, but in these classes. However, I'll be back. But definitely get your stuff together. Look at Ohio. That Ohio River touches so many other states. And it's just not the water, it's also in the air. You don't have a gas mask. What is it? Pittsburgh, PA is right next to it, right? Those people have to now consider toxic fumes or water poisoning. There's so many other places that it touched. Our rivers are drying up.
Mhm.
Water's, it can be scarce. I'm not preaching doom and gloom, but awareness is very important. Make sure you have some extra water in your house. And even if you have 4 people in your house, have 5 go bags because you might have a niece or nephew, aunt, somebody over, a friend.
Yeah.
That's your bag. Let's go.
Okay, Cherokee Survivor said prepping is a way of life. Prepping is natural disaster. Well, that is true, especially when you live in an area that's always like Florida, for instance. You guys always having
Hurricanes.
hurricanes.
Crazy down here.
Look at California. It's snowing in California.
Yes.
It's up north, right?
Right.
But that's
Crazy.
It's snowing in California. What?
yeah,
Yes.
it's snowing. Mhm.
Said the first blizzard since 1989.
Right.
How long?
What?
Since 1989.
Really?
Oh, I missed that one. I ain't even hear
Mhm.
about that. We
Flooding
need a
also.
blizzard.
Yeah, I've been seeing people doing their little videos and stuff on Instagram in the snow.
Mhm.
So how much it wasn't that much that was coming down when I seen it, but
Yeah.
so you said it's a blizzard?
Your
It's
food sources.
blizzard and flooding.
Yeah.
Hmm. So Lady Wick, do you have a bug out bag?
Mm,
No.
no. I just be like, something happened. I'm going to my mama house. She always want me there anyways. Every time I have a hurricane, it's
Mhm.
like I remember one year. I don't remember the name of the hurricane, but I kid you not, I was fine. I'm in Tampa. Tampa was fine. The hurricane was going. My mom is in the Fort Lauderdale area, so the
Yeah.
hurricane was headed directly to them. This lady said, "Hey, I know you're okay. You're gonna be safe in Tampa, but we need you here with the family. So we gotta go. Come on, we're gonna die. We're gonna die together." You made me drive to
Wow.
the freaking hurricane.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
crazy. Absolutely
To
insane.
experience that with them, like it was crazy. I was like, "Wow, mother." So yeah,
But then what if you died on the way trying to get to them?
right. Jesus.
Yeah, rethink that plan.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just be at my mama's house if something happen, I guess. And she gonna have it all.
That is crazy.
Even if that's like your plan, then just send stuff to your mom's house. Make sure you have batteries, flashlight.
They take care of all that.
Lord, Shoney, you right.
They'll come on in and be like, okay, where is that? Okay.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. Not at all.
It was like this lady is crazy. Now I got to, because they got a generator and stuff. But I'm like, I ain't even have to go through all that. I had power, everything, because I was fine up here.
But what if you don't have it? What if it cuts out? Look at Texas. Their grid went down unexpectedly, and they were without.
Now I figure. Now I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better with my prepping. Okay.
Right on you. I'm gonna be like, what you get to do? What you get this week?
I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna get better.
Yeah, it's good to have guns and firearms, all those things, but you still need food. You still need medical.
Yeah.
You still need a lot of other things to survive. Period. Yep.
I have a few things, but I'm not all the way there yet. Especially the water stuff too. You know,
I keep water.
I really was on that because that's one thing you can't survive without.
You're right.
You can eat grass and be okay. But you can't
You're right. And it's
well.
medical skills. You need to learn just basic first aid, basic things, how to assess somebody if something happens in your house. In a disaster or anything goes on, 911 is not coming, fire department is not coming. That's all on you.
Yeah.
With prepping, just like firearms in two-way, you do training for that. You need to do training for other things as well to make sure that you can fix yourself, fix your loved one. Nothing worse than seeing your loved one dying and you're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
My family would come to me first.
Right.
I'll be like, I told you to get.
Mine is because I was medical assistant, so it's always a question for me of, well, I need this. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, look, I know some stuff, but I don't know everything. I just don't.
Right. And it's crazy. I mean, look at the day and time when it comes to women. Majority of your crimes are done towards women. There's
majority of your what? Your crimes? Is that what you're saying?
sex trafficking, domestic abuse. You're a target as a female, especially if you don't have, especially if you're a single female. Not to say that women that are married or have a significant other aren't targets, but for the most part, you're moving by yourself. You're moving by yourself with your kids. You have your kids. You're not really paying full attention because somewhere along the lines, you're always looking at your kids. Hey, don't do that. Don't cross the street. Sit down. Put the seatbelt on or whatever. So yeah, you become a target. And look at foster care. Foster care has so many young females inside there. And after they get a certain age, if somebody adopts them, they're just turned loose. They become victims. They're thrown into a whole cruel world. It's sad.
Yes.
But that's life.
Yeah.
So I got this question for each one of y'all. If you go and get your gas at the gas station, are you prepared? Are you aware? Are you on 10, when you getting your gas?
Oh,
every time. Every time.
I be wanting to walk with it in my hand. I know I can't do that. Cause I be by myself a lot, and I just be like, man. But that's why I'm kind of thankful for social media in a way, because some people, they might know me, so they might think twice. They be like, oh, she look like Lady Wait. I ain't gonna mess with her today, or try something. Versus like if I'm not on a platform, they have absolutely no idea who I am.
Yeah,
they might think shit's sweet.
It does. Being on social media does heighten the possibilities.
There's still a lot of people who don't know, but still better than zero.
Yeah.
They know you, but you don't know them. That's what's scary for me.
I've had a few encounters. The video I did with my motorcycle when I went to get my bike service, but I done went to Walmart and people was looking at me funny, following me, and I'm like, yeah. They just look at you. They don't even. I prefer them to say, "Hey, I've seen you."
Yeah.
I prefer that. And this lady was, I was at the red shoes and I was checking out. She was checking out, but she kept looking. And then when I walked away, I looked back. She had Glock on her shirt.
Nice.
But I didn't. But I think, because I said she probably didn't see me on social media. But she kept looking at me like, scan on stuff and look at me, scan on. I'm like, why are people looking? But I would prefer if y'all watching, we all prefer for you to just say hello.
I'm gonna say something regardless. I
Yeah.
think it's so.
You
It's
say
funny.
something to 'em, I don't
But
say
that's
nothing.
just me because, like, bro, I had like there's been, especially at the gun show, there's been a lot of people that will like sneak their phone out and like try to record them. Like, I just say hey or take a picture with you, right? I literally was just say that. It'd be
Just
so,
ask.
so awkward.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't that serious, my guy.
Yeah, it comes with the territory. You just situational awareness. Another skill in class people should take. Be aware of your surroundings.
It
Absolutely.
is. But you know who got a story? Gun girls.
Mhm.
Someone told them their story.
What about the crazy man
Lord.
if you looking for me?
What?
I frequent a gun place. I had my membership there, and it was, during the pandemic, and I wound up becoming friends with one of the girls that worked there. She called me and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "Nothing. Some guy came in looking for you today." What? She said, "Yeah, he came straight from the airport." He said he came straight from the airport looking for gun girls. I said, I don't, She said, "Yeah, he came looking for you. Said he knows that you shoot here, and I told them that you weren't here." And he was like, "Well, okay, well," and he stopped her and he was like, "Well, I remember you from the video. Let me get your autograph then." And she had on a full mask.
Oh my goodness.
Sheesh.
I don't know who she was. And he was like, "Yeah, I flew in looking for her." And I'm like, that is so creepy.
Very.
So creepy.
It is.
Yeah, that is very weird. I can't, I don't get it. But,
Mhm.
Hey.
What's up, New Orleans Saints?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that, I don't know. That's one of my fears.
yeah, that's why I'm
I know I'll be ready.
always like, I really am aware at all times.
Yeah.
Do
A
you,
lot
do
of
you,
people
do
like
you
you're
know you have
paranoid.
insurance? Carry insurance?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
you
you
haven't
gotta
gotten
get
it
that.
yet? We talked
I
about that
got
now.
mine.
I know. Just a lawyer, but I didn't get my insurance, but I do have my lawyer, so I know I gotta work on it. Y'all on me too bad now.
Oh, I sent you the information.
I know I got it. I
There's more
saved
than one
it.
out there than just the one I sent you, though.
Yeah, I saved it.
I got U.S. Law Shield. I ain't go with USCCA.
I have USCCA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a
They
lot of good
even
things
have
about
I know you said you're gonna get trained, Lady Wick, and also Gun Girls. Are you gonna get trained? Your instructor, Carbon.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
I already paid for the class. I just got to get there.
so which one are you taking? The R, is it NRC, NRA?
USCCA. I'm assuming that's the same thing.
So you're gonna take the U.
Yeah.
You see,
Yep, and I'll be there soon. Huh?
because I know they have theirs, and also they have the other one. So I was just wondering which one you guys going
It's
to take.
theirs. Yeah, it's theirs.
The USC, the UCCS.
Yeah, USCCA. What are you funny?
Look, I don't have anything. I don't have any liquor in here. This is my tea. They just let y'all know.
In the early
Oh, this is a natural high
it.
because I'm on here with my girls and I can be myself.
Right.
Ah.
Just be you. What are you?
So now I know the U say it again,
USCCA.
CCA.
Mhm.
They are a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. There's other options now. You can definitely, there's beer. I think it's right to beer, if I'm not mistaken. There's a couple other ones. You could do your homework. When I first got into it, I went with the same thing. I also have NAGA. those were the two that I know of at that time, so that's what I went with. And there's other options if you want to that can fit your budget. So definitely something that you want to have on your side. If you're gonna have firearms in your home, make sure that you cover
Okay.
everybody, which is, cover yourself, make sure everything is legally done so that you don't have to worry about anything, coming back to bite you in the long run. So, or that you can afford to defend yourself in court if that's what you have to do, if you did have to utilize your firearm. Considering that we weren't allowed to have firearms not too long ago, you know, it should be in every home. You have this opportunity to do it, and you should absolutely exercise that right, along with training, along with having a safe in your home, along with doing all the due diligence that you need to have that. Because when it does go down, they have firearms, they have ways to make you comply. You want to even out that, that little interaction. If it's going to happen, history repeats itself. It's going to happen again, and it may not just happen just to one sector of people. It might happen to a lot more people. The more of us that are armed, we give ourselves some leeway here. We give ourselves a fighting chance, and to we really need to drive that home to our friends, to our family members. I know there's a lot of people that are afraid to have firearms or can't have it. Do what's his name? Felon with Firearms. He's out here explaining to you how you can clear up certain things and get your firearms. People need to pay attention that may be in that situation and go get it. Have it. Like, how you doing?
Yeah, gun girls, your boys in the building. Hey, what's up?
Well, everybody knows me in the
King
Hey,
of
$2.
OG $2 in the building.
That's my man right
With the
there.
drip
That's
sauce.
$2.
I think the more we teach people, certain people, because some people do know, like, you weren't allowed to have these things, that they will take it more seriously.
Yeah.
Look at the world today. We're in cages.
I mean, I think what was a wake up call for me was that President and Walking Dead.
What president was that?
Walking Dead.
The last 2 summers has been an eye opener.
Oh, last 2 summers. Yeah. I was like, and then for it to be what started the zombie, it was the science lab, the scientists.
Yeah.
And what makes us think that won't happen?
Right.
They already saying that it's happening to animals. They making them bigger than they actually are. So big as a person now,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I thought that was just fake on social media, big gigantic dogs. And I'm like, they pumping them with something.
Yeah. Their meat is not even actual meat. It's made in a lab. Look at how they're attacking your food source. You can get in trouble for collecting rainwater in certain states. Something that comes from the sky that's free. You can be charged for that. I mean, look at the drought in the Midwest. That's your grains, that's your crops. Look at eggs, the price of eggs. Look what they're doing to the chickens. The feed of the chicken is not allowing the chickens to lay their eggs, right? There's a lot going on.
I was about to say, Carvin. I thought you said the chicken ain't got no feet.
They
I know I'm tired, but I'm like,
they can't lay their eggs. The cows, look how many thousands of cows died in one shot. That's not normal. There's a lot of abnormal things going on. Is that by design? Pretty much. Because you control the food, you control the people. You can have all the guns you want to. If you can't eat, what are you going to do with the gun?
And that's where it comes in, where you need to learn how to grow your own crops.
Right?
That's something that I really want to get into.
Thank you.
I want to get
I was
into
thinking
it,
about
my
it,
hands dirty.
I ain't got patience for it.
You are going to learn out some patience and get some stuff together. We're going to get you right. Don't worry about it. We're going to get you right.
And this young man told me, and we had a conversation, and we started talking about the eggs, and I was like, "What is why? It's a reason." Because I'm a theorist and I stand by it. It's a reason why those prices went up. And it's not beneficial to us at all. And he said he works in a lab. And he said the reason why, look, FBI, CIA, and all that, I'm just going out for what somebody told me. This is not my words. And I'm just letting like we talk about it. So anyway, he told me that the egg yolk, whenever you get the COVID booster shots, it cancels them out your body when you eat eggs.
Wait, what?
Whenever you get the booster shots and you eat eggs, the yolk part of it, where if you eat the whole egg, it cancels out the shot. It gets rid of the I guess the antibodies of it, and that's why the eggs went up.
I gotta look into that. That's
And you say, don't it? Think about it.
The egg went up
because
the yolk is killing the antibodies from the booster shot.
I'm gonna break it down for you. The reason why the eggs went up, because they finna profit off of it.
Right.
Well, yeah, everything's about money. Yeah.
That's why. Now, you gotta have the open mind here now.
I'm sorry.
Everything happened for a reason. And like I said, just like with the COVID shots and stuff, that's money. They're making money off of that alone. Anything pharmaceutical is money. That's why they don't want people to come in as doing things natural, or like Dr. Savy and all these other people that saying they can cure these different things naturally. They don't want them here.
Hey, Caleb.
Because if they do that, then they're not gonna make any money.
Yeah, I don't know word for word, but I seen a lot of people I am following who do things naturally, saying the FDA coming out with something that's stopping them from using certain things and selling them or a certain amount also. And I'm all for the natural thing. So it's kind
of say the chickens had the flu.
They also
chickens did have a flu. They had the chicken flu. There's mad cow disease. There's issue.
He said he had the chicken flu. I never heard of the chicken flu.
Never heard of the chicken.
They say they engineering synthetic eggs because, like I said, they want you to be sick and continue to go to the doctors.
Just like with the watermelon. If you go to Publix, I don't know if y'all have Publix where y'all at. But their watermelon doesn't even have seeds. They have seedless watermelon. I'm like, what the hell is seedless watermelon?
They got seedless lemons too.
Yes.
Seedless lemons. Okay, I ain't never heard of seedless lemons.
I went into a Whole Food store. They actually had them in there. I was disappointed at them because they shouldn't have nothing seedless.
Yeah, they organic, right? It's organic.
It's supposed to be. But yeah, they had seedless lemon. And I was like, I'm not buying that. Because it's artificially made, basically.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot more people are gardening and growing their own. Seeds are so expensive because you at least know what you're getting. It's coming out of your backyard or front yard, wherever you choose to do.
But then again, where you getting the seeds from, though?
Say it again.
Where you getting the seeds from?
You can get seeds all over online. You can get.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't trust the seeds.
and lady way.
Never know anymore.
Right. You can get from farmers as well. From there, you could pay. Matter of fact, that's probably even an even better idea because a lot of the farmers need help as well, just to maintain the farm. There's some of them that do sell it, so you can get in contact with a local farm near you.
Online. Yeah, that's why I get it. I feel more comfortable getting it from them than online or the store.
Yeah. They getting to the point where I think with the chicken, back to the chickens, they getting to the point where they don't, like she said, that they gonna put stipulations on how many chickens you have, and just like everything else, they want to have a part of it. They're gonna have a part. They want to have a part of it. You get your money. So if you can get a chicken, get you a chicken and a hen. A rooster. I know. If you got a place to get you a chicken and some of them eggs on over here.
I'm gonna have a chicken in the back of my
Quails,
right in the back of my yard.
rabbits. I think those are like the meat birds or the meat source that reproduce quickly. So yeah, there's a lot of people that's changing their real life. Self-sufficient.
One thing I had started doing is when I get seed stuff, seed things with seeds in it, I save my seeds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
You
save
can
them.
grow stuff from scraps as well. I mean, not last as long as a seed, but there's different ways. There's a lot of channels out here putting out really great stuff.
Who?
Yeah, there's a lot of channels that's showing you how to do that in the garden community, homestead, prepping community. Sometimes it's good to step outside of one particular area and be more well-rounded in your survival, the survival of your family. Government's not gonna come and save you all day. They're gonna haul you all off to some camp and be like, yeah, get to work. So,
I know how to light fire.
yeah,
Oh Lord, it's so much.
that's a lot. But pay attention. It's crazy. It's crazy. You got China flying in balloons, supposedly.
So what are y'all thoughts on that?
What happened?
Do you really think that was China? Or do you think it was an extraterrestrial?
Extraterrestrial
I think both.
What y'all talking about?
distraction. There's no way you're flying over all of those
Alien.
here and nobody did anything about it. You just let it float. So that doesn't make sense.
What happened though?
The balloons, they're saying China had spy balloons. They were flying all over the U.S.
But they said China only owned one, and that was the big white one. But the other, I think it's 2 or 3 that was near Canada.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. One by Alaska.
Yes.
And they were saying one of them, they didn't know it was an unidentified ship. That they acknowledged it was an unidentified ship.
Oh, them was
Not a
aliens.
balloon. So
do y'all think, since we are speaking on this, do you think that there's other life out there?
Of course, absolutely.
yes.
Can't be all on planets is the only planet that has something different.
So do you think they are able to visit Earth?
Of course.
They're already here.
They've been here if they're not already. I mean, if you want to go further deeper into the rabbit hole, is inner Earth.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. I love that kind of stuff.
That's if you believe it. I mean, look at
go deep into that rabbit hole and be on here all night, but we're not gonna do that. I just wanted to know if I'm not the only one, because that's what I was thinking, that they may be blaming it on China, and it's actually really not China.
Charm thinks that one of the weather balloons from Amateur Radio Club was from an amateur radio club.
I believe in aliens.
They say it was.
Oh my God! I'm not fooling with him.
Aliens would beat our jets. Well, yeah.
I think the world is flat too.
Yeah, they have been seen, but I think
okay, Lord, now she done got me started. Why? Please, what's your reason?
For the Earth being flat. Okay, so if you look at a lot of these things, they were explaining it. Pilots were explaining it, like they will go an extra route to get someplace when it's just a straight line. It's so hard to explain the flat Earth thing, but
So when people say this stuff to me, or I hear people talk about the Earth is flat, I just go, for me, it's just so simple. It's just common sense and logic. For me, I say, when you go outside and you look in the sky, what do you see? The sun, right?
the sun
is round, right? When you go outside at night and you look up in the sky, what do you see? The moon, right? The moon is round, right? Why the hell the Earth not round?
Nobody's ever seen. So how do we know it's really just a round ball?
What happened?
And it had they go back to the Egyptian time. When the Egyptians did their writing on the wall, they showed the Earth flat. Am I talking too much, y'all?
No,
So
No.
I mean, if you say the Earth is flat, the only thing, I'll piggyback on that and say it's more so you can look at it in a way as if it's a snow globe.
right.
Yes, basically, and it's a flat at the bottom.
Like I can understand that. I forgot what the thing is around it that's giving it that spherical.
Mhm.
So when
That.
when they mean the Earth is flat, they saying the ground part of it,
Okay.
bottom part of it is flat. It is flat, not the, but it's a protective atmosphere around us, because if it wasn't protective, and then we wouldn't be able to survive.
What is Joe Bob?
What, somebody talking about the Holy Bible now?
Those are just night lights. What are night lights? It's round and in the
That's
Holy
gonna
Bible.
spark an argument with everybody. It's round, it's flat.
I know.
I thought it was round for the longest, but then when you start looking into other things, it kind of
I
doesn't.
watch a History Channel. History Channel, they talk about it being flat.
What is he talking about?
Now, what I believe it's to show me just
There was an experiment done to prove that the Earth is not flat. By the way,
The sun and moon are just lights. They turn up.
We in a simulation, y'all. It's neither flat nor round. Glitches all over the place.
Oh my God.
Either way.
okay. We're gonna get off the subject of the flat Earth and the eggs, and we going down the rabbit hole, y'all. Y'all don't know that, but we going down that rabbit hole.
Let's talk about Bigfoot. All these people cannot see the same thing, describe him the same way, and y'all say that there's no freaking Bigfoot out here.
I think it is.
It probably was a while ago.
Considering a lot of the world is not even, we haven't even ventured into it. It's just land. We don't even know what's out there. You don't even know what's in the sea.
No.
Oh, we definitely, that's you can't even go all the way down for a reason.
I'm scared of the sea anyway, so I ain't. Nope. Not a fan of it. I
don't
can't.
care for going in, but I do want to go whale watching.
Oh yeah, I'm an
Yeah.
animal lover. I love all that type of stuff.
I have a phobia of the ocean.
Long as
I will only go in the ocean if I can see through it. Like
Right.
that water got to be clear.
I can't swim, so it's already a no-go for me.
I can't swim, but I cannot drown either.
Yeah, I could float. I can't swim, but I know how to float.
I've been in situations and I don't know how the hell I got out, but I ain't drowned. I got
I
out.
was walking on with a Lady Wick did a Jesus Christ. He said, I'm out. I'm out.
I've been thrown off jet skis and a miracle. I done swam back on it. I don't know. I'm like, I can swim. Nah, I'm just not gonna drown. That's all that is.
North Carolina has dirty water, so
It's dirty water where I'm at, too.
It can't be to my waist. It has to be like above my knees. That's it. I'm not going no further than that.
I can go to my waist, but I ain't going no further than that. It ain't.
The way them waves come in and look like I don't see.
I get dizzy looking down. Nope. No.
Nah, the water's just a little
Sharks
dirty.
still
I
can
don't want
get
to
you
get in
a
it.
waist
Just
length.
don't.
I'm not going in there.
What he said, freaked out when
You telling my business?
No, now you got to tell the story. What happened in Puerto Rico?
Business.
We couldn't see nothing
when the sun went down.
I just sitting here and I'm looking out the balcony. It's dark. You see nothing.
Cakes.
There is nothing at all. It's completely dark. And people actually want to go out there.
Yeah.
Oh no. I just can't. I can't do the water. I could do a little bit, but I'm still scared to go on a cruise.
No.
How you scared to go on a cruise?
I love the beach at night.
Be anywhere where I can't see any land.
But it's all
I'm gonna die.
you can see when you go out there on near the ocean, but I wouldn't go in the water. And I seen people in the water and it was pitch black dark.
I
And I
can't.
could see them in that water. And I was like, do you not know what's in that water?
It's not even that. It just looked dirty. Like I don't want to go in no dirty water.
It looks like a big abyss. Hell no.
See, I can't even do movies like that. If it's movies and it's somebody that's up underwater, and I can't watch them, my anxiety be too high. I just turn everything off.
So when I go, I'm gonna go to Bahamas or wherever. But I've seen this thing in Bahamas that I'm gonna do. Like I'm an adventurous. Like I love doing crazy stuff. So it's on my bucket list, and I'm probably gonna do this real soon. I'm gonna get in the Shark Tank. And I'm gonna show you see that video.
No, I just watched a shark go through the tank.
Oh, that's awesome! I want that to happen to me.
That Shark Tank because
it almost ate her. Oh, I ain't playing.
But it didn't though. That's an experience. I'm all for a good experience.
I'm here for
some jet skis.
Now, wait for the video.
Jet skis.
I'm wait for the video.
Not playing with them.
You would do jet skis.
I do jet skis.
I don't want to get in the water though.
But that's something I want to do. I'm adventurous. I love adventurous things, but I ain't going too far out in the ocean. That jet ski ain't gonna be too far from land. I could do that.
No, why you gonna have a jet ski and be close to the land? You got to drive it out.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine, but it won't be too far out.
They're not gonna let you be too far in because of people being in the water.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody better be out there with a lifeboat or banana boat.
I went out there in the Bahamas on jet skis, and this giant stingray came out of nowhere.
Giant what?
Frozen, a stingray. Like the wings came out the water, his eye, half his eye. I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
I froze. I just looked at it. It went back down.
Awesome.
And I kept moving.
I don't want to play with no animals.
They really attack you. They will attack you.
Yeah, it was crazy. They just had a storm, so there was a lot of unusuals running around in the water. Told us, don't go out too far. I was like, yeah, whatever.
I think I could jet ski. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
The only water animals you're going to see me with is the ones at the aquarium.
Mm-hmm. You can go with the dolphins. They're like aliens to me.
I mean, I might go to SeaWorld, but
I've seen dolphins, but I've noticed like everybody keeps they're like rape culture, and I'm just not. I see
lady like with the dolphins. It's like they love you. You know, they don't even know you.
They love her too. I don't know if I could do it.
For the most part,
it's really not that bad.
Yeah, they're sweet. You get a little freaked out when you first get in there with them because they come right up to you and they're just like, hey, and you're like, hey, wait. Easy. Baby steps there. But they have a sweet energy about them.
This right here is I do want to.
That I would do. I would like to do skydiving.
Turkey survival.
I'm supposed to do that, but something happened.
Skydiving.
I would do that. Yeah.
I want to do it one day. I did the indoor skydiving and I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I was like, maybe the real one is better.
Well, what about bungee jumping?
No, that's one thing I would never do.
I'll bungee jump.
This no, see, I wouldn't do that.
Get in the water, but she would.
Yeah, but she'll bungee jump.
No,
bungee jumped. It was fun. I mean, a lot of adrenaline when
that's
you get
too much stress in that thin ass. No.
I'll bungee jump.
Bungee jump is crazy. I love bungee jump. I was laughing for like an hour after.
You was laughing?
Yeah, like the
because you was alive. You was
that's insane.
I jump out of plane before I bungee.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't jumping out no plane. I might die before I hit the ground.
What you might hit the ground?
But I had a heart attack up. No.
But I think there's way more accidents with bungee jumping than there is with skydiving.
Yeah. At least I feel like the little rubber band thing gonna bring me back.
But it might snap. It might snap.
It would not break. Oh God.
It might
break.
Oh my goodness.
No man.
I'm to break it to you, but that's not how that works.
When you do it, you better record it, and we here for that too. I'm here for that, and I'm here for what you say you're gonna do, Lady Wick?
With the shark tank.
Yeah, the shark thing. I'm here for that too. because
I wanted to jump in the cage.
Yeah, I know what you're
And
talking
then
about.
go back out. I don't want to get bitten, of course.
No, see, you playing games. No.
That's so much. What an experience that would be.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, it's today. Happy anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary. Wait, for real?
Nice to see
Yeah.
you. Mhm.
Oh, happy
I want
anniversary.
everybody in the chat say happy anniversary to Gun Girls and Atlanta. How you pronounce that? Prin?
Prin. Yeah.
Prin.
Guys. Now get off of here.
Lord. Jeez. Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Joe Vaughn said
See, even he said.
Well, okay. Well, maybe it's more of so it's in my mind. I can trick myself and feel like it's more control because I have something going to pull me. Versus with me skydiving, I ain't attached to nothing. It's just me free falling.
You attached to the instructor and you attached to the
My
parachute.
body weight on top of me when I'm falling.
Oh my goodness. See, just okay.
I don't understand that.
Okay.
No,
Adrenaline junkie, you'll see
No,
what you
I'm scared.
now give me a plane. I do that.
No,
Something I wanna
why? But it's just so high. Bungee jumping up and there's a little burger down to the ground, okay?
afraid. Mm-mm.
You'll be all right.
Oh man.
What Big Fish say he'd rather skydive me too than with swimming sharks.
Shark. Nope.
I'm not swimming with the sharks.
Mm-mm.
Will you get some? You trying to let them bite you and stuff?
Well, I guess you are.
I don't want them to bite me. I just want them to come in the cage and go out.
Did they take all the teeth out, or did the shark has all the teeth?
No, it's just a random shark that's in the ocean. They just drop you in there, and then if a shark come, that's the shark. Like they don't know what if a shark gonna come or not.
No.
Yeah,
No.
They're just gonna put you in the. They're just gonna put you in the area where
Right.
they at.
Yeah.
No. I ain't playing them games. Mm-mm.
I would probably
Wait
try.
for the video though. Like hats off to
Can't
Justin.
wait.
But I'm here
That's
for
what
it.
I'm
Though.
doing for my 30th.
You gonna do it on the 30th?
Well, actually, no. I
They
told
call
my
it
mom
cage
after.
diving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's just two for me. The shark and the water.
The water scares me. Deep water scares me. So, oh man.
You know what?
Go away. Go away.
He said she just wanted
Right, Big Fish. I saw it too. I just didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, Big Fish, because she said she gonna do it. But yep. Turkey, you funny.
Your husband is too funny.
Mm-mm. She just want to be caught up in something else. Oh, okay.
So that is something that's adventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what well and dangerous too.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Have y'all ever thought about going rock climbing or going on the mountain climbing?
I did fake rock climbing. I like rock climbing.
I want to try it.
Snakes, rattles. Did you see any snakes?
No, when I say fake rock climbing, it was indoors.
I'm talking about outdoor in the desert.
I would do it if I had somebody that was really a group of people that
you really gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Try it.
Yeah, I tried.
I done heard so many people got lost.
You would say you rather pet a lion.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Big Fish said, "How about riding them electric?"
Really $2.
I'll do that.
An electric bull, that's nothing, ain't it? Ain't
I did that.
Go ahead.
I did that. I had fun riding the bull.
Yeah,
I did that.
That ain't nothing.
Exactly. Like what?
Just don't get thrown off on the mat. I'm okay.
Come with something better than that, Big Fish, little boat.
So when they put you in the cage, I just saw somebody said they put the chum in the water to attract the sharks. Are they gonna?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
You wow.
See, I told y'all she playing with her life.
She
Ain't
like,
right
What's
on
really going out here?
I would be A-okay.
Oh, they say they did right here. Well,
See,
that explains why they do come to the cage then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, G2 talking about food now.
Ooh.
He done cooked some lemon grilled chicken,
This sound
mustard
good.
greens, and yellow rice and yam patties. Okay, you did that, and that's Sunday. That is Sunday meals too. That's a Sunday meal.
Mhm.
So, where's a place that's in the world that you would like to travel that you haven't?
Greece. Greece is number one on my list.
What's number one on your list?
Greece.
Africa.
I want to go to Italy.
I want to go to Africa. I want to see all of that. I want to see the pyramids, the falls, all of that, the desert,
I
everything.
want to go to Egypt too before.
I want to go to Egypt.
They say NASA like roping off a lot of stuff to where the tourists won't be able
I
to.
know. They trying to change the history.
Yeah.
They trying to like get that. Let me not. Never mind. They smart. They smart. I'm gonna give them that. They smart.
They could try all they want. It ain't gonna happen. I want to go to Peru too. And people like, what is in Peru? The rainforest.
Yeah, Peru is beautiful.
I want to go to the rainforest.
I have. It's not nice at all.
Let it go.
Letting a working dog.
He'll be surprised.
That sounds boring.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay, $2 negative. I hate Olive Garden. I hate Olive Garden.
I don't like Olive Garden.
You do? I love they calamari and they mushrooms. That's all I eat.
I love
Take
calamari.
Carrabba's over Olive Garden.
Well, we don't have that here.
But Big Fish, that's nothing. Something I wanted to do. I don't know if this is a thing for. It is definitely a thing. What am I talking about? It's definitely a thing. But I don't know where exactly it is. But I want to be in a box and the bear's trying to break in.
And
What you like playing with your life? Why? Like, I just want to know. Like,
I just want to know where it was.
No, you need to go on one of those shows and yeah, you do.
You should do it since you like feel that crazy stuff. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The ears breaking into a box, right?
It's not gonna get you.
Okay. Right. No. Whatever you smoke.
Always be the first.
It's gonna try. That's like the fun part.
I've got in my mind that it just might be my luck that I'm the person who did it. So it's like, nah, I don't want to be mauled. I don't want no arms or no legs gone. So I'm
You talking about Cocaine Bear? No, I did not see that.
oh my god!
What? He said
like the bears on cocaine.
It's just
Yeah, it's a true story. Enjoy.
Cocaine Bear.
Yes,
I know it's a true story now.
it's a true story. Somebody was decided to drop their load, and that they were flying, and the bear got a hold of it and ate it and mauled people. Of course, he was high.
Oh
Wow.
wow!
So it's a movie out, but it's a true story.
Really?
Yeah, I seen the movie. Like I seen the trailer, but I didn't know it was based on a true story. Oh wow!
Yeah.
T-Rex, you want to get slaves?
I don't know. Alaska is a bear.
I'm not going nowhere in Alaska. That's too much ice.
Is it?
I
want to go whitewater rafting, so that's probably the only reason why I go to Alaska.
No.
So I think if I said that right.
I want to go whale watching, and I need to figure out when they. I don't think. Do we? No. Hang on, you next that question. So, I think it's just on the East Coast. I mean, the West Coast. I'll leave that alone.
And there'd be a lot of aliens in Alaska. Sorry.
I know that's the thing. I wouldn't go there for that.
Are you serious?
UFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I would go for, but not those beers. No, cleavage, it hurts. You might pee yourself or poop yourself as well.
Really?
To get tased, yeah.
I might be going to Colorado actually next month.
Now Colorado have a lot of stuff going on there too.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to Colorado though.
They even have a museum with Egyptians artifact in it.
Wait, did you say you can't swim?
Yeah,
I can't swim.
And you want to go white rafting? What?
all right.
Oh no, I say I want to.
I should be fine.
Okay.
Oh well, I mean, you sure?
Yeah. Like I said, I ain't gonna drown, so I'm good.
Covered
Well,
with like,
water rafting.
I'm like, what?
I would try that. If I like whitewater rafting is mostly in like the river, right?
not that I'm not doing.
I do a river. I don't know about
Rocks.
It's like rocky.
Weird. No.
okay, I could survive hitting a rock or something. All right,
I would not get on a fishing boat.
but at least in the ocean, I'm gonna float out somewhere. Ain't nobody gonna find me over there. I injured, but they'll find me.
And you're on the side floating
That
somewhere.
little boat, aren't you harnessed into the boat so you don't fall out of it? So if it flips over, how you
Stuck.
like y'all?
That's
Y'all
all right.
know that work
Come in handy
out.
I can't.
I can drown. Like don't be
I
like
was
Now,
zip
zip lining,
lining.
yeah, I did that before, but in a little small area.
Yeah, I did it in Vegas, so I don't know if
I want to go
I
somewhere
zip
where
line.
there's trees.
I zip lined in Mexico. I wasn't impressed.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a plan on this.
Zip lining is
It's
fun.
fun. Do it once. That's a thrill. That's it. T said you can't drown.
Can't drown. Okay.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, look, he said you do fall off the boat.
Yeah.
See, that's why
I've seen people and flip over and get stuck head under first. Yeah.
As long as I got a life vest on.
my brother-in-law has a fishing boat, and he could not get
You
me.
make sure you have a helmet, a life jacket,
Yeah.
some body armor in case that rock rip through you. Just girl. I love it. Though. I love it. I love that she's not afraid of it. But
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I probably, if I was with you, I'd probably try it too, but I ain't doing it by myself.
I'll be holding y'all pocketbooks when y'all done. On to the next thing. Let's go.
I can swim, but not far. It's been a while.
Y'all feel water like rushing down, and you're trying to get. I don't even think y'all understand.
I'm finna grab a hold of something, a tree, a rock, somebody.
Read us. I'm not.
No, thank you.
You be trying to hold on to her. You be flying out. Whatever. Cat.
Could you imagine seeing her?
Right. You try to grab her head.
I know y'all see me.
Right. And that water's cold on top of that. The shock.
I'll be like, get that girl, get up, get up.
Unless you like been doing it for a minute, you know what you're doing.
Oh man.
That's nerve.
Oh, that's just
Water.
like what?
Okay, I'm gonna tell this story since you want
Please do.
tell your business. This is why he's not allowed around any water or any pool by me. He can't go nowhere. No, it's not happening. We decided to take the kids to Savannah. And our hotel was across the street from a big old water park.
How did that happen?
Now
You already lying, y'all.
I can go to a water park because you know it ain't that deep. As long as it's 5 feet, I'm good. This fool decided after I told him, he say, Alina wants to go. She want me to take her down the slide. I say, okay, baby. For one, I'm about to tell you now, too many steps because I was out of breath before I got up there. Okay. I'll take her. let me go and come back, and I'm down. No, she want me to take her. You know what? You hard head. Come on. Come on. We go up these steps. He get up the steps. Now he out of breath. Sat on these folks slide. The kids trying to get down the water slide. I said, baby, you just can't sit right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit right here today. And this lady walks over to me and it's like, is he okay? Is he all right? Is there a medical problem? I said, no, he fine. He's okay. I go down the slide first. When you get down the slide, it is literally 3.6. That's it. You hit it. You could stand up. So I'm standing on the steps. I'm really waiting on him to come down. He said, just go ahead and go. So I'm standing here and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, fuck. I see him. He coming down. Why did this fool? I'm looking and I see baby go in the air like this.
Oh my goodness.
My baby. I see a pink life jacket just go just like this. So I'm like, what? So I'm going out to the water. He already done called her. So she good. She over there with the guard. Done called her. This fool done hit the water. He done went down. He came up. He went back down again. Okay. All right. Okay. He came up. He went back down again. I know damn well. So he comes up. He go back. I said, this nigga. I get him and I pick him up. I say, now I know you didn't. He said, I just couldn't get my grip. Gets out of the water. The lady, is he having a heart attack?
Cause she just know he ain't drowning.
He having a heart attack. He might be having a stroke. I seen him sitting down up there, and then he came down. He couldn't just. That was the one time I was happy it started raining at the water park. I say, all right, y'all, it's time to go. It's raining, y'all, gotta go. And I say, you really do. To this day, Alina say, Daddy, you remember when we was at the park and you threw me? Why you throw me like that? He say, my daddy told me a drowned man to stand on the baby head. I ain't want to take her with me.
That was crazy.
So now he can't go around water. If y'all decide y'all want to plan anything, he can't go around water.
That's crazy.
It was 3.6 feet, literally.
He said he had to save his baby.
3 feet of water.
She literally flew in the air.
Now I can understand. I was like, wondering, like, how did you almost drown in 3 feet of water?
Yeah, he did.
He just couldn't get up.
Somebody he couldn't catch his grip. All right then. Yeah.
Every time you see Prin, just be like 3 feet.
Yep, 3 feet. But I told him I was telling the story, and I was like, "You drowned in 3 feet of water." He said, "It was 3.6." Okay, so no water.
Oh, he say 3.6.
3.6.
So,
that's crazy.
Y'all got me going. My ears hurting now from laughing. So,
but at least the kids know how to swim. We can't swim.
Have y'all attended any functions like Black History functions?
Black History to me is every day, all day. That's just life. Like,
yes, yeah.
I don't.
It's just everyday life.
Everything. Like, I'm not waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, this month is Black History," and
Black people be pissing me off.
Well, really, with us, Black History is our life.
Hey,
Yeah.
Black History was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's right now. It's this happening right here. Black history is all over the place.
That's why I said it's world history. It's not just a
It is
particular month or a particular place.
right.
Yeah.
We know they're not going to teach it in the schools. It is our job to teach it to our children, pass that knowledge down, gather books that they don't normally get to read in schools, and have them read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have conversations with your elders.
Yeah.
That's
So
part
do
of
you think that it's that I think Black communities need to come together more and start building schools within not so much building or getting more teachers and educators within the schools. And then again, that's kind of like cliche because you want them to learn about their histories, their ancestors, and so you think that community should have a place for children to go so they can learn it, since in Florida they stopping it from being in public schools
right. I
and
mean,
colleges.
right. I think it's at this point is if you're a parent is your job to teach that, introduce that to
Yeah.
everybody in your family. If you're waiting for somebody else to teach you about your culture, then they can teach you anything about your culture. You have to do your due diligence, find out the truth, and then you have to explain that to your children. You shouldn't leave that to anybody else to do. You have grandmothers or grandfathers, aunts, elders. You can sit down there. We don't do court things like we used to, family reunions. You sit down,
Mhm.
teach, you talk. You have building moments. The men with the boys, the girls,
Yeah.
the elders, females, or your aunts, and you learn different things about your culture. We kind of see too many of the kids are babysat from computers or their phones. Now they're at an advantage because they can Google so many things. But again, that could be something that they're reading that's not true, like what they teach you in school. Hearing it from us, having that story retold, other cultures do it. We've
Mhm.
been doing it. I just think we got away from it. It's something that we've always done. We just need to get back to that. We have to do a lot of healing amongst ourselves. We have a lot of issues amongst our
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For us to be on code and move forward, we need to address those things and realize that we shouldn't be fighting each other. It's male versus female, toxic male, toxic chick. God, give me a break with all of this. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I was saying you wouldn't be treated right. You treat somebody else is right. We allow too many outside things to dictate what we deem is important in our family structure. It's not about the latest clothes, Gucci this, or it's nice things to have, yes, but that's not what makes you who you are.
Yeah.
No, what you wear is not who you are, and then it doesn't make you a better person,
Right.
or better than someone else because you have those things on. But my I guess my concern is that I think we uh, I don't know if I'm gonna say me and Carbon Q is a particular age that we always had our grandparents who had, during the time with family reunions and stuff like that. And you could talk to the older generation and they would tell you about your your history and your ancestors. But nowadays, there that's almost extinct. So the reason why I mentioned about I think the community should have a place, even if away from the schools, that the children can learn
Yep.
Black history.
Yeah.
That's but I get the parents, but some of the children, how these parents are today that we got out here now.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of healing that needs to be done. You have babies raising babies; they're not fully grown as yet. We
Yes.
haven't experienced life to pass certain things on. Music plays a big part in the misinformation given out
Mhm.
to young impressionable minds. Because whenever you see a kid, they always got headphones on, always listening to music. You sort of practice what you keep listening to, what's put into your head.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So, have any one of you guys has taken the DNA test?
No,
Uh,
No.
I
A
know
DNA test for what?
to
right.
to find out your DNA?
I want to,
I know my mom
but
did.
No, no, lady, we no. Not that kind. It will tell you what is everything that's in your DNA.
like where
You
you're.
talking about the ancestry thing?
Yes.
Oh,
That's just another way for them to get your DNA and do some
That's
crazy
what I
shit.
about to say. I want to,
they
but I don't
already
want
have that.
to.
If you went to the doctor and had blood drawn, they already have access to your stuff, even
Right.
when you're born. So,
But how do I know you telling me the exact the right thing? I'm just leaving it up to chance
I
first.
just don't know if I trust it.
My
Yeah.
DNA will be like, yeah, you know, you from over here and over there. I'm good. Like
You
at
could
this
well,
point,
use it for anything.
majority of us gonna have a lot of different things in us. I had maybe over about 20 things that's in my DNA. I'm everything. I'm when I say I'm every woman, I'm every woman. I got everything except for, I have Italian, Spanish, white, Native American, Chinese, what they call them people with the red heads,
Irish.
Irish, um,
it's just
African, about 5 different sub-African. Yeah, that's what I'm saying for is, you'll be surprised at, what's in your DNA.
I more so will go back as far as doing a family tree and going back and looking at the old census. I am off and finding out that way. But as far as my DNA, no, not comfortable with.
I used to wonder, my grandfather used to, and grandmother had a picture of a white man with a white beard. And nobody never, I did ask before, but I don't remember what the answer was, but nobody never talked about it. So when I did get the DNA test, Ancestry, they start putting the connections, then they have pictures of people
Mhm.
that's like the third, the fourth, the fifth great grandparents, and that man picture popped up.
Yeah, and see, I
So
do too, but I've done that, and that's how I got a lot of information. But as far as family members and things of that nature, and
mhm.
family in the war, but I ain't doing no DNA now. I'm sorry, y'all already got ways that y'all trying to get us now. I ain't finna give you another one. I'm
But
sorry.
it's a possibility that food could change your DNA too.
Yeah.
Look, Lady Wick, like you got that puzzle look on your face. But yeah, but I had it done, and
I'm serious.
my children had it done. What?
Not the drip sauce.
You
What
got
is
sauce in his DNA.
Oh, you know what? I can't deal with him. Oh, you
there's a
got
lot
that
of
drip
stuff
sauce
that
for
makes
that
them
DNA. I can't. He said my first family,
Irish, Jewish.
family tree, Irish, Jewish, Cherokee bloodline.
But
Yeah.
how do they know though? I don't understand how it works.
certain foods can.
Because they have in a database, like for instance, the Native Americans, in order for you to get reparation for being a Native American, you have to have 25% of more in your DNA in order to get money from the government. But if
They
you
check
got
your
anything less than that, you don't qualify for it.
checking
So
your
that's why
genetic
I
markers.
do it, because they want to find, and that's why mainly why my family did it, because my grandmother always told us that we had, I'm gonna say Indian, not Native American, Indian in our DNA. So we just wanted to know how much, because some of our family members get money.
Okay.
So that's mainly why we did it. But um, they call it a blood quantum.
Okay.
That's what they call it. So, but in the Native American um, family, I'm saying that look like them. They say if you got 1%, you still native. But when people of color say, I got 1% in me, you're not native.
You know they have that rule that if you got a little bit of black in you, you're black.
That's just like Native Americans too.
And everybody ran with it.
Because
Yeah.
nine times out of 10, they got black in them too.
Yeah.
This girl had, I think she had like 50% Native American and 1% black.
Mm.
So Yes, that's part of what we deal with too, and our history towards being a person of color, they hiding everything because they know if the truth come out, it changes. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
What he said.
Say a lot of people say everybody comes black woman.
A lot of people say what?
Everybody comes from a black woman.
That's why I say black women are world. We birth the world
So
because we create life. We decide on if we want life to come through. Who had to register? You had to register on Native American. Yes, that's when they call it the $5. They call them the $5 Indians.
mm,
The ones that was not native, they did it anyway, so they can get their money.
Mhm.
yeah.
I never heard that before. Who was the attack? Hey, Paul.
Attack thought he's being funny.
You
Attack.
know what?
That's what I was laughing at.
Oh, what OG? Oh, they only opened it for 10 years. Well, but that was before our time. And I know some native people that was native, they didn't want to have no parts of it. The ones because it was racism between Native Americans and Native Americans.
Yeah.
Everybody has his problem. We got a lot of
Yeah.
healing.
Huh? Oh, somebody.
Yeah, we have a lot of healings too. A lot of people got a lot of healings to tell.
Mhm.
We definitely have a lot of.
I know the Choctaw tribes is in also Louisiana too. Choctaw.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Okay.
Dated everybody and their mama.
I know, right? What they said destroyed the Indian claim to black and white slaves. People jumped out to be white
Oh.
American. Yeah,
Mm.
they were as well being attacked as well too. But we're not gonna talk about that anymore. So, ladies, I'm not gonna keep you guys all night. It's been a it's been fun, and I'm gonna go to each one of you guys. And what do you want to say to um, anyone that's listening? I'm gonna say woman that is listening and needs some encouragement towards wanting to become a two-way owner. Lady Wick.
Dang, me first.
Okay.
Um,
I had barbecue first at one time. Well, okay, Gun Girls.
yeah, she was late.
Oh. We say, please stop being scared. At the end of the day, it is for your safety. I would rather be safe than sorry. I can't depend on anyone. I depend on myself first and foremost before anything. Um, I would say research. Um, also, practicing and training, which is something we need to do more of. I don't feel that there's no person that knows everything in this world. We're all still learning. We're all still educating each other, educating ourselves. So don't feel like not knowing and it's stopping you from proceeding. Just please, I don't think just do it, Nike. Just do it. Get it. Just do it.
The step is just do it. Okay, we gonna make Lady Wig laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, barbecue.
Just do it. Like Gun Girl said, get training. Sit with the warriors. The conversation is different. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. It is your right to bear arms to protect yourself and your family. Be an asset, not a liability. Because when that time comes, You're gonna be standing right there next to whoever's in your family and handling your business. Get trained. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace is it may look scary, but it's not. And that's about it. Stay ready more than firearms. Learn medical. Learn how to grow your own things. Be prepared in your household. Make plans. Sit down with your family and talk about what if this happens. Pay attention to what's going on in the news. You don't have to listen to the news because we know that they spin a story, but in that lie is always the truth. Do your due diligence to figure out what's going on. Uh, Stay ready. That's all I can tell you. Be good to each other.
And make sure you get that what? Have that what bag ready.
The book
Have
got
fun.
back.
Craig.
Only if you can. It is the last resort. You don't want to be outside just running around. So as long as you can stay in your house, make sure your house is comfortable for you to be able to do what you normally do without electricity, without your gas being on or anything like that. Learn some bushcrafting skills. Talk to your elders. They probably know how to do all of that stuff. Go into these different communities. There's a lot of prepping, homesteading, gardening. There's a lot of two-way people for the ones that are not into two-way. Go and listen. Just sit down and listen. When you already ask a question, people are going to assist you. Trust me. They all at all of those communities, you would think these people are nuts, but they're not. They're good nuts. I should have said that different, but they're gonna help you. Somebody's gonna help you. Somebody asks a question, and somebody's definitely gonna help you along the way. So just get in there, get yourself in the game, and do what you need to do. Be your own savior. Don't wait for
Yeah.
anybody else to save you.
Yes, because nobody ain't gonna save you.
No.
You see that now? The cops ain't gonna come get you.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay, you
All
ready?
right. So for me, yeah, same thing. Pretty much, just there's nothing to be afraid of. And if you do have a fear of firearms, just look at us. If we could do it, you can do it.
Mhm.
Um, and my biggest, I would say, the most important thing I've learned when starting out was to not do your research, of course, but when you're asking questions or you're asking like for advice, don't take advice from just one person.
Mm.
Ask multiple people, get multiple people opinions on something,
Mhm.
and do what make do whatever's comfortable for you. Especially if you're asking men, you're a woman. Not all men know how what works for a woman. Um, And so, with that being said, also asking female instructors, reach out to, do some research, reach out to female instructors. You can reach out to me. I'm pretty sure you can reach out to Gun Girls, Who That Babe, and Carbon Q for any questions. We're all here to help each other. So just
Absolutely.
get out there. Oh, and please go with someone. Go with someone. Bring like a good girlfriend or a guy friend, but I don't recommend going in something like this by yourself.
Mm-mm.
Read my mind. That was the question I was gonna ask about them. When they choose a trainer, should it be male or female? But you
I would
just
say female trainer
and
because a lot of men, even like when I when I trained with Mike, and a lot of women didn't like the way he was training me, and I was perfectly fine with it because that's how my father is. Like he's very aggressive, and a
Mhm,
lot of women don't like that. So it's like I would just recommend a female instructor,
mhm.
starting out. But I'm used to it,
Yeah.
so it didn't bother me at all. I liked it.
You used to play football, so
Yeah, like my dad was like, yeah,
Like it's funny. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I'm yelling, it makes me laugh. I think it's hilarious, but I'm used to that. So at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, okay,
yeah,
whatever.
but not everyone is. So
Yeah,
definitely starting out, work with a female instructor.
I
yeah,
never trained with a female. It was all males.
And I will also say they don't have the same body parts that we have.
right.
A lot of like when I first started, a lot of men would try to direct me on how to stand and how to hold the gun a certain way, and they ain't got what we got. It's a little bit different. So that's why I would say, yeah. woman first.
And these, that's why I was like,
I cut them down now though, so
they
but
do, you know,
Yes, cut them down. So you can be
I
cute
cut
with
'em
your
down.
nails.
yeah,
The shortest
they can get in the way, but at the end of the day, we still gonna have to train with these nails because we are females. We don't look like you guys. We dress. We you know, we like to look a certain way and we carry ourselves in a certain way. And when we are out, even at the club, even at dinner, we still gonna have these nails on. So why not train with them on instead of taking them off and just to train and then try to figure out how to do it when something go down.
Right.
take
So
those
So
that's
I
why
always
I'm
train
like,
with
off,
the nails
go
on.
down.
you gonna wear nails, still wear them, and like you said, lady, we cut them down
Yeah.
to the point because I already know these two fingers and these two fingers are gonna be shorter than the rest of the fingers.
Yep.
Trigger.
I just want to
keep
say
them
something.
simple.
I like male trainers when they're yelling and stuff like that because when a situation happens, that's what you're going
Good
to
point.
deal with.
Remember.
You know,
Mhm.
and if you can deal with that type of pressure with them yelling and still do what you got to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's
You're
just
not gonna deal with no friendly. Like,
right. It's not gonna phase you.
what?
Going down, and you're like, "What?
Yeah,
Why are you yelling?" You're just gonna be like, "Yeah, whatever."
yeah.
You know, to me, I just
Train.
yeah.
Be consistent.
Look, you know, some of them do that.
Yeah.
Some of them do. They try to do it on the sly side.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I really haven't, felt too comfortable. Like I just might
Oh, leggings. Okay.
like I ain't so but like you say, I would do both. Female for certain reasons and then a male for certain.
Yes.
But
But I
yeah.
think the first time to get a trainer, I think it should, like Lady Vic said, it should be female. And then as you continue to train, you can,
Yeah.
then be introduced to the male.
So actually, there is a. I'm surprised no one has interviewed this young lady, but she's dope. She's awesome. It's Miss Nina.
Yes,
Miss
Flores.
Flores.
Yes.
Yes, so she's awesome. I met her for the first time at SHOT Show, and she's an instructor. So she would be the first female instructor to train me because I'm thinking about going up. She's in Arkansas, so I'm thinking about going up there just to have her train me and see what that would be like. If I don't train with what's her name? My sister Keeper's Defense because I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's closer to me.
Yeah.
Closer to me, so I might end up training with
Yeah.
her first. But I
Yeah.
definitely want to get trained by those two female instructors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
dope.
dope. I've been watching her for a minute.
Yeah, they know they stuff.
Yeah, she's been doing her thing on there. Tig is amazing. I mean, there's so many females that's out here doing it. Like, there's no place. Well, just about any place you want to go to, there's somebody there.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming through, showing love. I even had laughs and some tough topics that we might not want to cross, but we did it. I think that's needed in everything because that's how you learn. But I really appreciate you guys. We must do this again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's cool with me.
And if you guys come up with a topic you want to talk about, let me know and we can get back on here and start talking again and try to keep Atlanta free in.
3 feet of water.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait
Lord.
for water.
Had us going tonight about that 3 feet of water. Boy, I tell you.
Dang.
And if let me hit me up about Lady Wick about the lady that you said no one interviewed her. I'll bring her on.
Oh, Miss Nina, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her.
Send me her link. Where is she at? Is she on Instagram?
Yes, she's on.
Send it to me. And we can do that and then invite you on too if you want to come. Or I'll go. How about that?
Yeah, that'll be good.
I don't mind.
I'll come back on. And Lady Wick, make sure you get you some rest.
Yeah, yeah. I'm tired.
I know the feeling because if you working and then going to that range, it will wear you out. So, ladies, until next time.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a nice night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, chat room.
Bye.
Well, guys, that is it. Lady Wit, Barbecue, and Gun Girls. They came on. We had a good talk, and I appreciate you guys in the chat for coming in and showing love. Don't forget to hit the like button, double tap, triple tap. I love you too, sis. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, OG. You guys have a good night. Peace. Until next time.